My name is Gwen. I was born on July 1st, 1998. I have 2 kids. I have a husband. And I like to fish and hunt and camp, but I don't have much time for that because I also work as a correctional officer, so it can be a pretty demanding job. I don't like public speaking, so I guess that's the whole point of taking this class. I get really nervous and I have stage fright. So hopefully by the end of this course, it won't be so bad for me. That's kind of the whole hope, so that I can get through this and be better at public speaking so that I can continue my career and actually speak to people and help them. My birthday was on July 1st. That's a common date for a lot of different things throughout history. One of them being the Dominion of Canada, which is basically the same thing as the 4th of July. The Legislative Assembly of the British Columbia Federation said that this date in 1867 is when the Federation of the British North America, to include New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Quebec, and Ontario, all become one nation, similar to the United States when they became a nation of their own. The Queen of England, or the Queen of the British North America, is who overseeing the country as a whole, but the governor, similar to the states here, had jurisdiction over the education, health, and legal system. Another thing that occurred on July 1st was the birth of Princess Diana of Wales. She died on August 31st, 1997 in a car crash in Paris, France. Before her death, she did believe that she was under the scope for assassination, and to this day, still people think that her death was not an accident. They think that it was planned. There's no facts to support that, but it is something that if you were to review the history of Princess Diana, you could probably come to the same conclusion, that the likelihood that the accident was an accident is less than likely. She did a lot of charity work. She married Charles, the Prince of Wales, and divorced in 1996. She was big into charity work and fashion, to the extent that a lot of the people in England kept her as a main focus. Part of her charity work was changing the stigma of HIV. She was seen outside of a local hospital one day shaking the hands of a man with HIV, which was very unheard of because back then that was like one of the worst diseases you could have. So that was some kind of impact that she had before she died. Another thing that occurred on July 1st in 1979 was the invention and the release of the Walkman. The Sony Walkman was the first portable cassette player, and it was estimated to have sold about 200 million of the cassette tapes. They retired the Walkman in 2010, which led to a settlement suit with the original creator due to the lack of funds. This information comes from a technology website called The Verge. After the settlement suit in 2010, there was a development of an app for download, so people to this day still, with the love of music, do stream via the Walkman app and other sources. So those are just a few things that happened on July 1st through history.